Hi, everybody. I just wanted to come on here to show people how to use Zoom. I've had a few people ask me how to do it, so I thought I'd just make a screencast. I'm actually using Screencastify right now to make the screencast, so if you're interested in that, I could also show you how to do that. But first, how to do Zoom. You'll go to zoom.us/sign in. If you don't already have an account, you can do sign up. It's free. I will do sign in with Google. And then what you can do here is you'll sign in with, I just signed in with my school account, and the first time it created that account for me. You can set up a meeting, but what I found works the easiest when I'm ready to make a meeting. The way that you would want to set it up would be if you want to like give your kids a link and say, hey, meet us in this meeting at this time. Here it is. You would do schedule a meeting. You can name it. You'll say a start time. The free version of Zoom, you can only do a maximum of a 40-minute meeting, which is probably plenty for what any of you want to do. So just keep that in mind. So you could schedule a meeting here, and then when you finish, it will, and it gives you all kinds of options. So if I just wanted to do a test meeting description, sure, 2 o'clock, that's in a little bit. 1 hour meeting ID, it can come up with that on its own. I don't need them to need a password. We're trying to keep this simple for the kids. I want it to be my computer audio, but checking this, it's fine if somebody is like using like if you were to do a meeting for something else and somebody wanted to use it on their phone, that would be fine too. It just depends on your use. Enable join before host. This would mean like, can they get on the call before you're on it? I wouldn't enable that for your kids. You don't want them on there before you are. I usually try to get on there a few minutes early anyway. Enable a waiting room. That means that like they can log on and then they'd be waiting until you join. That's up to you. Record the meeting automatically on the local computer. I want to do that. I want this to be recorded so that my students who can't be on the Zoom call are able to get this meeting. I'll click save. And then I can, let's see, that's all good there. Then I can click start this meeting. Now, when this comes up, you do have to click openzoom.us. And then when I do that, join with computer audio, yes. Now, join audio, screen share, and I can also invite others. I'm going to invite myself here through my personal email. So what I just did was I just clicked the button on my Zoom call right here that said invite others, and it automatically brought up my email. So if I invite my personal email there, I can't see my send button because of me screencasting this. Be patient with me, sorry. So there's all of that. I would send this to myself if it showed me there. You would click send, and then the person would be able to go straight into their email using that link. Or what I could also do is copy this link right here into Schoology for my kids and say, hey, I'll meet you at this link at 9:30 or whatever time I want to meet them. So just something to keep in mind that you can schedule the meeting. Now, another way that you can do it, and this shows you it's recording because I told it to record too, then that link will pop up and you can post that for your other kids, like I said. Another way that you can do this, I'm going to end that meeting for all. I'm going to have it stop converting because I don't need to have this actually turn into a video. But another way that I can do this would be to go back in Zoom to my home page. And in Zoom, I can just click on this part right here, says host a meeting. I can click that. And then with video on, with video off, I'm going to do it with on. I want my kids to be able to see me, interact with them. And without going through all those steps, this automatically creates a meeting for me. Now, for me to have my students join me in this, I would need to go in here. I'm still using my computer audio. In order to have my students join me in here, I would need to do invite. And then again, I could copy the URL over here, or I could email all of them directly right then and there. So this option I would use if I'm on there just a couple minutes before them and I'm like, hey, here's a link for a meeting in a couple minutes, then I could send this out. Either way, it works just fine, and you can choose how you want to do that. So this is how to do Zoom. Oh, and from in Zoom, I wanted to show that you can also do this button right here is a screen share, and you can also do it with a whiteboard. So I could show my students a math lesson, or I could turn on the whiteboard, click share, and then right here, I can show them exactly how to do a problem. Now, you're probably going to want to use a mouse instead of like our trackpad on here to write more neatly, or whatever things you have in order to do that. But my students can still see my face in this corner up here, and they can still see all of these different things. Your students have options to see just you on their end, or the person speaking, and they also have options to see their whole class. There's a lot of different ways that you can use this. You can also, once you have different people on here, you will have the ability to like mute or unmute themselves from talking. I would suggest that if you're going to use this with your class and you never have before, try just opening it up and try using it, like have a kid or a friend or somebody just try doing it for you so that they can see what it looks like. When you're done screen sharing, you can click stop share. It still is doing my filming. If I forgot to record this at the beginning, I could click the record button here also. Just something to keep in mind, because we all probably will forget to record it from time to time. So you can use that there also. And then I can end my meeting, and I'm going to end it for all. I'm not just going to leave the meeting myself. I want to end it for everybody. I don't want my kids on here without me. So I'm going to click end meeting for all. And that's how you are able to use Zoom. So good luck.